was just flipped off by a silver-haired old lady with a honk if you love Jesus sticker on the bumper of her
Welcome
car.
back, Doug Pagitt Radio on AM 950 and broadcasting around the world and on the internet, DougPagittRadio.com. If you haven't been over there yet, head on over there. Give us a submission, some thoughts, maybe even an audio commentary. Hey, we have a little segment at the end of each hour that I call Cripes. Come on, you got to be kidding me. It's a time where we remind ourselves that the world is not the way we want it to be. The world isn't made up quite right yet, and that involves all the rest of us to fix it. And we in the second hour saying there's some things in this world that are right on the way they're supposed to be. So we have choices to make. Do we want to be the Cripes, come on, you got to be kidding me people? Or do we want to be the right on people? All right, my Cripes, my come on, my you got to be kidding me. I got to be quick on the Cripes and the come on because I got a very long you got to be kidding me. My Cripes, people who live near rivers and then complain about them flooding. I just got to say, Cripes again. The 100-year flood, it ain't a 100-year flood. It's an every 10-year flood. Move.
It's every other year flood.
It's an every other year flood. Come on. Ad I saw in the paper today, a big ad, if you can see it. People on the Ustream, you can see it. Big guy with his hands up to the world, smiling, cheering himself on. It's entitled, Own Your Own Business, the Franchise and Business Opportunities Expo. I own my own business. I've never looked like that guy. Come on. That's a lie. Cripes, river livers. Come on. Come on. Owning your own business is not a chance to cheer. It's grueling. The you got to be kidding me. Here's where it comes from. The other night I was on my computer and I was kind of listening to the television commercial that was playing. I don't know why. I try to record all TV programs and then watch them and skip the commercials. But anyway, this one was on. And I heard this description that sounded absolutely horrible of what this particular drug could do to someone. And it was so bad that I rewound the commercial and watched it again, and it's for a product called Abilify. Now, maybe I've raised this with people, and some people are aware of it. Even Grover said, isn't that the one that has the horrible side effects? Well, in the 1 minute and 15-second Abilify commercial, they start out, and it's an additive to go with your depression medication for people for whom their depression medication doesn't work. And 40 seconds of the minute 15 is spent giving a description of what this stuff can do to you, and it's I mean, I was crying in laughter so hard at, like, they start with, Abilify is FDA approved, and it will cause your throat to seize up, and it'll cause you to have involuntary permanent spasms. And if you have dementia, it's you're gonna, and it could create full, like, dizzy. It's unbelievable. So we're gonna listen to it, then we're gonna go back and rewind it, and I'm gonna try not to laugh myself off the chair. Now, I'm not laughing at depression. I'm not laughing at depression medication. I'm laughing at how insane it is with the voice. Now, the other thing you need to know about this description and this guy in this kind of melodramatic voice about what this stuff will do to you, these are the negative side effects, is that in the background, there's people running in parks and playing and puppies jumping. Like, the image that you see is nothing like it. So here it is. This is the Abilify commercial.
I'm taking an antidepressant, but I think I might need more help.
Approximately 2 out of 3 people being treated for depression still have depression symptoms.
I'm on an antidepressant, but I'm still not where I want to be with my symptoms.
All right, here it comes.
If your antidepressant alone isn't enough, talk to your doctor. One option your doctor may consider is adding Abilify.
So it will kill you.
Abilify is FDA approved to treat depression in adults when added to an antidepressant. Learn more about Abilify.
But look out.
Call your doctor if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens,
So
and
it
young
might
adults.
make you worse.
Elderly dementia patients taking Abilify have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion on Abilify, as these may be signs of a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, as these could become permanent. High blood sugar has been reported with Abilify and medicines like it. In some cases, extreme high blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Other risks include dizziness upon standing, decreases in white blood cells, which can be serious, seizures, impaired judgment or motor skills, or trouble swallowing.
Adding Abilify has made a difference for me.
If an antidepressant alone isn't enough, talk to your doctor about the risks and
So they get
benefits
done
of
with that
adding
whole
Abilify.
litany, right? They get done with the whole
Sign me
litany
up.
of the things it will do for you. And then the next voice is the guy from the beginning of the commercial. He says, my antidepressant medication just isn't working for me, for which I have great sympathy. And then they list off all among the more horrible things that could happen to you if you, like, drank gasoline. And then the guy says, Abilify has really worked for me. Like, don't listen to any of that warning. Grover, I don't know where you go back to. Maybe you go back to like the last 20 seconds of the commercial when it gets into the litany about muscle spasms and dizziness.
Oh,
like,
I just punch you in the face.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's just Abilify. I'm sorry.
He just starts listening. And I just saying to myself, you got to be kidding me. Like, this is the stuff. These are these side effects. These are the side effects that they have to tell you about. These are the
you
ones.
have unusual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults.
So now they're going to blame
Elderly
antidepressants.
dementia patients taking Abilify have an increased
So if
risk
you have
of
dementia.
death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion on
High
Abilify,
high
as
fever,
these may be
stiff
signs of a
muscles.
life-threatening reaction or uncontrollable muscle movements.
I mean,
as these could
it's
become permanent.
unbelievable
High blood
that they have a commercial. Just keep it running for a second here. They have a commercial at which they're about to say, if you're on this medication, listen to this right here.
Or death. Other risks include dizziness upon standing, decreases in white blood cells, which can be serious,
You can't
seizures,
stand
impaired
up,
judgment or motor
seizures,
skills, or trouble
impaired
swallowing.
judgment, and
Adding
trouble
Abilify has made a
swallowing.
difference for me.
If an
Like-
antidepressant alone isn't enough,
If an antidepressant isn't enough, then you know
Try
what?
this.
Your life's pretty well screwed. You might as well try this stuff that's going to keep you from standing up. It's going to keep you from swallowing. It very well could give you involuntary and permanent muscle spasms. It was a moment that I'm sitting there and I can hear this running in this surreal sense right next to me, on the TV, and I'm like, what are they describing? Like, are they describing something that you would want to stay away from? Right, because that list of side effects, it's not like, and some people who are on this medication find increased in a dry mouth, or some people find it hard to fall asleep at night. No, the things they have to tell you, but the things that have been documented enough by being on Abilify include dizziness when standing, involuntary muscle spasms,
Decrease of white blood cells,
Decrease-
which could be serious.
which could be life-threatening. Like I was I immediately, right, I kicked into, that could be the trifecta. That could actually win the Cripes, the Come On, and the You Gotta Be Kidding Me. So my You Gotta Be Kidding Me comes out there to the people at Abilify and whoever sells that product, to play on the emotions of people for whom are having trouble getting their depression medication to have the effect that they really want it to have. I mean, if it wasn't so hilarious, I would just simply say, shame on you. It is just ridiculous. And we live in a world in which about some things we have to say Cripes, and about some things we have to say, come on. And then about some things you just have to say, you have to be kidding me. Doug Pagitt Radio on AM 950 and DougPagittRadio.com. Back with hour 2, and we're going to end on a much higher note. Talk to you in a minute.